There behind me is the altar of Augustus. He had declared himself divine in order to unite his entire empire, and subsequent emperors did the same thing. They did this only because there were so many religions in the empire that worshiped so many other gods. They needed to own the hearts of the people. And so the emperor, declaring himself divine, was worshipped universally in what they called the imperial cult all across the Roman Empire. Everyone worshiped their own gods, but everyone also worshiped the same God, which was the Roman emperor. But here's the problem. Once a year, everyone was called upon to burn a pinch of incense to Caesar and say, "May the luck of Caesar be with you," or "Caesar is Lord," as it were. And if they didn't do that, they would be considered disloyal to the Roman Empire. They would be considered unpatriotic, and in some cases they would be considered blasphemous because they were going to be offending the god Caesar. And if that happened, then the god Caesar might bring an earthquake, a famine, a plague, a flood, an invasion, something really bad. So you had to worship the emperor. And just a pinch of incense, just a quick word, "Caesar is Lord." But if you didn't do that and people knew about it, then nobody would buy from you if you were a merchant, so you went broke. Nobody would sell to you if you were selling, if you wanted to buy something from them, and you would starve. If that sounds at all familiar, the people here in Pergamum, where this altar sits up on the Acropolis, right in front of the ancient library, the people of Pergamum understood this principle, because for them, they knew that if you didn't burn your pinch of incense to Caesar, you would starve. Also in the book of Revelation, which was written to these people and this area here, it talks about an event known as the taking of the mark of the beast in Revelation chapter 13. And if you refuse to take that mark, which showed your loyalty and your worship to the Antichrist during the end times, nobody would buy from you, nobody would sell to you. You can see that the similarities are deliberate. The people who received that letter understood perfectly the connotations of what it was. Never mind whether it's a subdermal microchip or a barcode or something else. The fact is that it was a sign of your loyalty and who you worshipped. In this case, this altar behind me has to do with Caesar Augustus, but in the future, it will have to do with a terrible person at the end of the world known as the Antichrist. I hope you're not here to experience that. If you don't want to be, receive Jesus Christ as your Savior. He will take care of you. He said he will keep us from the day of wrath to come, and he guarantees that. Well, I hope this explains a bit to you about this mysterious thing known as the mark of the beast. It's who you worship. It's who you're loyal to. And it's seen literally in the end times, and it's seen figuratively, also in the minds of the people. There it is, the altar of Augustus.